election cycle is coming close, you find these kind of occurrences back to back like that. But there's even a stronger theory we see people, talking about lately, how that from the first outburst of Donald Trump, we began to see this back-to-back security situation, whether it is a case of trying to justify the case for military invasion in Nigeria. We don't look at it from that point of view. We know the dynamics and the complicated nature of the Nigerian demographic, right? We have ungoverned spaces like you rightly talked about when you started in plenty places. The state of Niger is larger than a country in Europe. And in the northern Nigeria, which is different from what you find in southern Nigeria, where cities are very close to each other, in the northern Nigeria, from the city center to a local government, it's like you're traveling to another country. Large, expanse of land. There are no people there, no governing authorities. What the people have come to call ungoverned spaces. These are the places where these elements hide or they operate from. But fundamentally, asymmetric warfare usually is very complicated. Even if it is in America, it will be a tough situation for them. They went to Afghanistan and spent 20 years or 21 years with $2.6 trillion. It was just a tough situation because in a asymmetric fight, they target vulnerable people, soft targets. It could be children, and sometimes they go to school because they need to make a case for United Nations regarding the right for people to go to school. And then they go to church and mosque, because these are areas, for example, in Africa where you have the large, our life is sort of connected to religious activities in Africa. When you are confronted by that kind of asymmetric fight, it is difficult and you have to be strategic in the sense that if it is in conventional, you just find some people and then come and attack them. But asymmetric, you have to be intelligence-driven. You have to be able to separate the people in the midst of the congregation, so to speak. You also have to have that understanding. Because if you just come and just on the basis of information that is not verified, you grab people, you might be grabbing the wrong person. In fact, one of the targets of whether Boko Haram, bandit, or terrorists generally in asymmetric warfare is to set the state against international community, because if you are going to approach it frontally, then you will be confronted with the bigger question of human rights. So we understand that as a government, and we are saddened by everyday news, negative news. But we are consoled by one fact, that if you look at the president, you look at his conduct ever since this problem started, you see that of somebody who is trying to find solution. He has rejigged the security architecture. He has canceled his trip to South Africa, to Angola. He stayed back on the job. He's just finding ways. This is leadership. Like he will always tell us, I asked for the job and I can't complain.